there is something about meeting with other pastors. There is something about meeting with other men of God whose hearts are beating like yours. And you just draw from one another. Somebody is going to say something. Somebody is going to pray something. Somebody is going to sing something that will, put a spark in you, and that may be just what you need. So I could pray by myself, but and I do. But I am drawn passionately to be with other ministers.
As soon as we begin to have any measure of facility, particularly with language, then again the danger is represented that we begin to think that effectiveness verbally is synonymous with spiritual impact. In much the same way that we tend to think that giftedness is the issue, but in fact godliness is the issue. You can be gifted without being godly, and you can be a very able speaker but really not be doing very much at all except tickling people's ears and impressing them. But the spiritual work that actually takes place when God's word is really taught and God's voice is really heard, it has to be tied to that seeking of God, crying out to Him.
A long time ago, I heard a great man of God say, if the people in church is not praying because the pastor is not praying. So I believe in that. We cannot lead the people where we've never been. And so I personally lead a prayer meeting because I believe in prayer, and I want to model that to our people. That one of the key that God gives to the church is a prayer. It's a privilege.
The mark of a godly man is that everything he does is God-initiated. Jesus said, I do nothing on my own initiative. What I see the Father doing, that's what I do. What I hear the Father saying, that's what I say. And I think this is why Paul said in Colossians 3, we're to set our mind on the things above where Christ is. We're to look up into heaven, into God's kingdom, where we're seated with Him in the heavenlies. And then we listen to what the Spirit of God is saying to us about our present situation, and we cooperate with Him there. And we let God initiate our plans. Well, that can only happen on our knees.